This conference will now be recorded.
Good morning, friends. Welcome to goonlinetrainings.com. So, we know how to create a reports, right? And how to use charts, how to use images, something like this. And we can also create a lot of other visualizations. If you compare with the Tableau or Power BI, we don't have much more visualizations in the SSRS. And you can also create a dashboard. What is a dashboard? A dashboard means, so if I have a sales manager, I wanted to see the sales of my region or my part. If you're a marketing manager, you wanted to see the marketing analytics. If you're a inventory manager, you wanted to see the inventory management reports. But if I am the CEO of the company, I would like to see how the marketing is going on, how the sales is happening, how the inventory is happening, how the supply chain management is going on, if it is a manufacturing industry. So I wanted to see all the reports at one shot. So that is what is called a dashboard. Dashboard is collection of reports is called as a dashboard. So I would like to see what is the sales reports. I would like to see what is the marketing current marketing strategies and the reports and inventory reports, everything in a single page. Okay, that will give me what is currently going on and where I need to take more precautions, where I need to give more funds, where I have to change the people, where I have to increase a lot of budget, where I have to do a lot of other things. As a CEO of the company, I can take a lot of decisions by seeing the dashboard. Clear? So if you wanted to create a dashboard, definitely nobody wanted to see the dashboard with the numbers, right? So they need more and more, what do you say? They need more and more charts, more and more indicators. They have more of diagrams rather than the textual data. So textual data is not going to give you lots of impact. Definitely, they would like to see a lot of charts. It could be bar chart, pie chart, whatever be the chart that you would like to show. You can show them and display much more, data. It's in the charts itself. So if you want to have small numbers, display there itself. So definitely, dashboard should have a lot of charts or lot of we can say diagrammatic representation of your data. Clear? So let us understand how to create visualization and how to create a dashboards also. Creating a dashboard, you don't have any such this one ready-made, button is not available, but you should be able to use what is called as a sub reports. Okay, you can create lot of reports and you can create a new report. Inside that, you can have a four sub reports or five sub reports. You can call those reports and you create this as a dashboard. Okay, that's how you can do. So normally, how the dashboard can be created, I'll give you a rough understanding. They'll create one report called dashboard. Okay, they go. So you go here, create, for example, Amazon template. They'll say Amazon dashboard. Okay, so dashboard means they would like to have different varieties of data they wanted to show there. Dashboard. And here, lot of things. What is that you would like to display? What is that you should not display? And what reports you wanted to show? You simply what you do, you have a lot of text boxes. Okay. So inside the text box, you can have different reports that you can call. Let me go and view menu and go to the toolbox. So what is that? I closed it. You can have a sub report inside this. Okay. So like this, you can have one sub report here. You can directly call and you can call one report here. Okay. And you can have one more sub report there. So you can also adjust and you can call. This could be one more report that you should be able to call it. Okay. But remember, you should have the proper, what do you say?
The charts and everything properly created, aligned, and chart should not go beyond one page more than or two pages. Then you will not be able to see properly here. So dashboards are always very small in size, and it will give you a lot of information, right? So you can see dashboards. So, if you go to the dashboards, so these are not very big in size, only a simple chart. You can create a small chart, and that you should be able to call in this sub report. You can have one more chart, and you can create, one more small sub report like this. This could be a sales report. This could be a marketing report for last 5 months or last 6 months, or you wanted to have, for last 1 year. You can have a parameter at the, higher level. So I would like to see the data for last 1 year. So all the things will change. Sales report, marketing report, and inventory report, and it will change based on the time which you're choosing here. So you can have one or two parameters, could be a city, could be a location or the time. So city or the country, I would like to have country in India and city called Bangalore. So like that, you can have one or three parameters, one or two parameters you can have. So the dashboard can change. It depends upon the location, depends upon the time. So, and you can have, three or four, sub reports that you should be able to call. But sub report should not be more than pages. So it is a simple single report, and that should accommodate in this. Okay, it should not go pages and pages. And sub report cannot be a child report, cannot be a textual report. You can create more and more charts, and you should be able to call them here. You right click on this and say sub report properties. You should be able to call, for example, I would like to call one report, say customers report or MDX report. You can call it, so whatever you want like to call. So go here. I would like to call one more report. I don't have much more chart reports here, so let me create a sales report, something like this. I should be able to call it here and preview. Okay. Now, since these are very, very bigger reports, now the look and feel is not very good. See now, this is very, very big report. So this is not the way. So here I need to have parameter what now specific parameters I need to supply here. So let me give some other report, not the MDX report. Let me give some customers report. So you need to create small, small reports, small, small charts, and those reports you should be able to could not be found at all. Why did they delete this report? I think it is having some kind of a products report. Let me see. Okay, so this will see. So this is not working, but you will be able to get a lot of sub reports. But remember that these sub reports should not, cross beyond the limitation. Okay, so if you see the dashboard, dashboards are very small in size. Okay, so lot of data is created. So you could be passing a location as a parameter, or the time as a parameter, or the country as a parameter. So it is a sales report, marketing report, sales, actuals versus budget, something like this. You would like to have it. You can create these kind of a visuals, and these visuals can be, kept as part of your, dashboard. Clear? So creating a dashboard means in SSRS, creating a separate report, and within this you should be able to call other small reports that you have created separately. And you can also have a lot of parameters if you wanted to have it. Those parameters can be supplied to all these four child reports. Am I clear? Now, uh, today, let us understand how we can have different visualizations, and what are the visualizations that provided by SSRS. We have gauge control, indicators, spark lines, data bars, KPIs, something like this. SSRS is giving when you compare with the Power BI, Tableau, Dundas reports, and other reports. These are very, very less. We have gauge, okay, and the charts. We had discussed about the charts already, right?
and the gauge. When you go for the gauge, you have radial gauges and linear gauges. Radial gauges are, speedometer, something like this, half moon, full moon. Linear gauges are vernier calipers, or you can say thermometer. So all these things are called as gauges. If you wanted to show the temperature, or if you want to show anything else, you can have them. If you wanted to show the timeline, speed, something, if you wanted to showcase, you can use this. Okay, so movie ratings and all you can display in this. And we have map. Unfortunately, Microsoft is not supporting any other country other than ESA. Okay, Power BI is supporting all countries, maps, but SSRS is supporting only to US data, not any other countries' data. So this is also a limitation of SSRS. Only USA states and USA, maps only supported, not India or not other maps are supported in this. Okay, so we will not do if I wanted to show, Nigeria data, or if I wanted to show Singapore data like this in a maps. That is the limitation. But to overcome that, we have Power BI. So it is going to be showing all countries data there. And we have data bars to show the data in the columns itself. So we have data bar and data column is available. So we'll be doing small demos on this. So we'll see where exactly we can use. And you can have spark lines data. You have different spark lines that you can have it, and that you can display. Okay, so this kind of a ranges are candlesticks. So the candlesticks are used heavily in your share market data. So let me go here and say candlestick pattern or chart pattern. So if you wanted to see, this is what is called candlestick. Clear? So this is heavily used in the share market. So share market people, that is what they wanted to visualize it. For example, you take any share price. Okay, for example, let us talk about a Microsoft price today. Okay, so it is going to be having today the share price is at $10, and you think that the share price may go up to 90. Okay, the minimum price is 10, the maximum price is it went up to 90. Then it is, at the end it is stopped at the 85. Okay, so there are three figures that I wanted to show. This is the starting price, clear, and the max price it went to, and at the end of the day it is somewhere here. So the candle lights, they'll show you different things here, so that you need to understand. For example, let me take, so this is the candle, and the starting price, let us say 10, and it went up to the maximum price is 90. Okay, the maximum price is 90, or the settle down at 95, 85, the maximum price is 90. Okay, so now it is settled at 85. So the 85 price is here. At end of the day, it is settled down at 85. So that will be here, and but it went up to 90. So at the afternoon 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock, it went up to 90. So here you will have one small candle will have this one, right? You will have like this. Okay, so starting price is this, and it is grown up, so closed out in 85, and but it is went up to 90 something like this, and it is starting at 10 o'clock, and lowest price also it came down to, let us say, $4. So that is also can be done. So actual price was 10, and end of the day it is 85, and the lowest price today is 4 and highest price is 90. This is how I would like to show. This is what is called candle chart. Okay, if you wanted to show the share market data, many share market people are going to be using these candle lights only. So these kind of a things that they're going to be using it. I don't have any data to showcase, but if you have data, so this is how you will have. So this is one line, that is one line, this is one line. So you don't have some lines sometimes. Okay, you don't have, because if the price is not coming below the 10, this line will not be there. If the price is not there after 85 also, it is not there. So the maximum is 85, it is stopped at 85. So this is what is called candle chart. But you need to have the proper knowledge where exactly I should use. If you're a marketing fellow or share market, guy, then you will ask for this kind of a report. Otherwise, you don't ask, because other people don't understand. A doctor cannot understand this. If the doctor wanted to see what is the body temperature, at the different timings, or the what is the heartbeat level, I wanted to see of the patient. So the doctor cannot ask for this candle chart, right? So the doctor may be asking for the line chart. So that they wanted to see a patient is given treatment and they wanted to know how the heartbeat. So they'll say heartbeat at first minute, heartbeat at the second minute, something like this. So in the second minute and the third minute, they wanted to see it. Okay, and like that they wanted to see it will be at 0, and it will be at 100 and 150. Like that, we have number of heartbeats per minute. So let me 200, somewhere like this. The patient is joined somewhere, the heartbeat is very, very slow. It is slowly went up to, 180 or 80 or something like this, or came down to something 8. So something like this they will have. It is increasing, and suddenly it came up to 80 per minute. And after some time, after reaching the minute, it raised up to 120. Then after that, it came down to 0. So this is what is called in a minute wise minute, what is the heart rate level. So this is kind of a sparkline report a doctor wanted to see, right? So doctor wanted to see this kind of a report, right? So, and you can see double lines sometimes. So one line will be in blue, one line will be in red. For example, I wanted to know my budget is this much. Okay, you will have budget and actuals. My budget is actually $10 billion. Okay, for month of Jan. So people will give you like this. But in the month of Jan, my actual spending is not 8, it is only, it is not 10, it is 8. So I would like to get the same two lines. One is called actual line will come, the other one is budget lines. In the month of February, I have allocated, okay, you should have the proper data as well. Otherwise, you cannot create. My budget is, let us say, $20 billion in the month of Jan, and in the actual, it is actuals also you may be having. Actual is 27, so it is crossed or up to 27. Actuals are $27 billion in this month. So I would like to showcase these two figures, month wise. So you may have two lines will be coming. So this kind of a charts also you should be able to create, but depends upon the situation what kind of a charts they would like to have it, so they can have it and you should be able to display. Okay, so this is more into candlesticks, are more into share market data if you wanted to work with this. So this kind of a, so this is completely candle Japanese candlestick, because the candlestick is created by the Japanese guys only, not from any other part. So this is invented or founded in Japan. Clear? So all these are candle-like patterns, candle stick patterns, which are more popular in the share market data, Sensex data. These are the candlesticks. Am I clear, guys? And you have spark line. You can see you will have single spark line, double spark line. Creating a these are pretty much simple. So it is not very complex. This is the single chart. You may have, so now here two, three lines are going. Okay. So you have one line is budget, one more line is called actual, something like this. You can have double, triple. This is now you can see two lines are going. One line is going and somewhere it is going up and down. Okay. So like this, one could be budget, one could be actuals. These are not at all, merging. So it is completely different. Like that, you can have two, three, four lines. Clear? So these are called spark lines. So depends upon the, the domain you have to choose. Okay, so as a developer you cannot say I know it's a spark lines very well, I'll give you a spark line data. That is not your requirement. The guys are going to be asking I need a candlestick chart. I need a spark line chart. I need a pie chart. I need a this chart. I need a that chart. It is not the developer's choice. I'm telling you once again, it is not the developer choice. In your requirement, they'll ask you, I need this chart to be created. So only thing is that why they ask for the chart, that you need not worry about it. So they know what is the meaning and why is that they asked for it. So simply you need to drag and drop that chart and create a chart report and give it to them. It will be clearly mentioned in your report requirement. So that's what you need to understand. Clear? So like that we have indicators. Indicators means, so when you go here, if you wanted to show directional or symbolic, so movie ratings or traffic signals, movie ratings you can show like this, right? Traffic signals, so you can show with different ratings. Okay, ratings, shapes, symbols, directional. So whether the sales is going up or standard or coming down, you wanted to show them the how the sales is happening today. Clear? If the sales is more than $50,000, show me in green, else in red. In between, so 40,000 to 50,000 billion dollars means in yellow. Something like this. You can have some indicators as well. Clear? So let me create small reports today and let us work with them. So now today here we're going to be using table report and gauge indicator. All these things we're going to be using. And let me take a simple data set from the iBank. Let me go and execute this query. Very simple query. I'm going to be taking branch wise what is the balance amount that they have it. It's very simple one. Let me simply go to my SSRS. Now take a new report. Let me delete this. Let me create new report. Let me take choose Indian Bank, and I would like to have some, you can say, gauge control report. Okay, gauge and indicator, gauge and indicators. Okay, now I would like to create this, and this is also the report is branch wise balance. Visualizations are pretty much easy. You need not worry about it. And go to toolbox. Before going to the toolbox, go to the view menu, report data. If report data is missing, you click on the body. You click on the body and go to the view menu, then you should be able to get the report data. If sometimes if it is not shown to you, click on this body somewhere. Click somewhere here or here somewhere. You click on this, then go to the view menu, click on the report data. So now create a data source with iBank. Now choose the banking, Amazon or Indian banking, whatever you wanted to create. Create a data set with the a main data set. Main data set. Choose embedded one. Now this is my report or this is my data set that I would like to copy and paste it here. Now click on OK. You should be able to get this. Now right click, go, choose a table. I wanted to have branch wise balance, which is very simple report that we have created. So let us use a lot of indicators and everything here. Okay. Now save and preview. So, so this is the data that I would like to display. But I would like to have a lot of gauges, lot of indicators, lot of bars, and lot of things I would like to show here. So I wanted to display a bar chart. So let me go to the toolbox and I go, a data bar is there. So I would like to simply go and drag and drop What kind of a bars you would like to have? This kind of a bar or this kind of a bar? I would like to have this kind of a bar, data bar. Now click on OK. I did not do anything. I simply drag and dropping data bar here. Okay. And save and preview automatically, which is going to display. See now, automatically depends upon the value. You should be able to get this. So many places you should be able to see the data bars in the dashboards. So I can see data bar in Excel, in Google Sheets, wherever you wanted to see. This is how you should be able to have the data bars there. Clear? Or you can have within that column itself. See now, this is a data bar. Now this is also a data bar. So this is also a data bar. Now in this, you have a textual data and the data bar data. You have textual data. So the text is, cause there, and the data bars also available. So these kind of a reports you can create. So like this, these are data bars. Clear? So all these are data bars only. I would like to have the text as well as the data bar. Let me go here. And what you do, you go to the design and go to this and right click on this. Say, sorry, right click on this data bar and right click on this, say show data labels. Show data labels, and we can increase this if you want to increase. Now save and preview. Okay, you should be able to see the numbers as well. Have you seen the numbers? So this is how you should be able to create. So you can have the bars as well as the data as well. And it is very much easy, not very complex to create these kind of things. Where the sales is more, where the sales is less. So people can easily, understand. So all these are examples for the data bars only. And lot of other things they have implemented, the color, so something like this. Okay. So otherwise, this is pretty much easy and you can easily understand. So if you wanted to display to the left side the data, I think there is alignment. If you have it, you can go. And so there is again x-axis, y-axis data if you wanted to give. Okay. So I don't need any x-axis, y-axis data. Simply I go there and show them the data like this. Okay. Now, the same thing I would like to show in the gauges, same data I would like to, display in the gauges. Let me write, this is my gauge. Okay. So in the gauge, I wanted to know what is the share of the each branch. So gauge will tell you share of branch, branch ID, share of a branch, something like this I would like to have. So using a gauge, for example, how do you get the share? A is given 20 bucks, 10 bucks, and B is given 20 bucks, and C is given 30 bucks. Now, what is the share of A? How do you calculate? So it is a 10 divided by total. Total means 10 plus 20, 30 divided by 60. So this is the A share, okay? Share of A. And I would like to have the share of B. So I would like to say B's contribution, that is 20 divided by total amount. What is the share of C? So C's contribution, that is 30 and divided by total amount. This is how I should be able to have uh, the each branch share. I have a branch BR1, BR2, BR3, something like this we have. So how do you do that? BR1, BR2, BR3. So what is the share of this branch? So it's a share divided by total share, something like this you should be able to do. The my share divided by sum of amount, right? Sum of amount is total balance. So that is how I should be able to show this data in the gauge. So that is how I would like to write a formula and try to give. So go to the toolbox and drag and drop gauge. When you drag and drop a gauge, it is showing me what kind of a gauge you would like to have it. Okay, this gauge, full moon or half moon, what is this? So these gauges are not very good gauges as compared to Power BI gauges, not very clean, half moon, radial, something like this, you can choose something. Okay, so this gauge is not very good gauge at all, not visually effect also. So you need to increase the font like this and double click on this. Now, when you double click on this, you should be able to find a pointer. So you should be able to write a pointer expression. So this pointer has to move depends upon the value. The value you can derive from this expression. So I would like to move the pointer based on the value which is derived from 10 by 20 or 20 by 60, something like this. I would like to create a share. So now you go here and go to this, and there is a branch ID and balance and expression. So I would like to move this pointer based on the expression. So click on the expression. Now remember how did I come here? So go double click on this. Now you can go to the pointer. Now when you go, you're not getting anything. When you come down to the 35, click on this, you should be able to see expression. But if you when you click on the radial pointer, you don't get anything here. Okay, clear the pointer value. You can clear the pointer value if you want to clear, but apart from that, you cannot do anything. When you come down, you should be able to have an expression there. So expression is, I would like to have the share. Share means balance. This is the balance divided by sum of balance. Where is the sum of balance? Go to data sets. This is the sum of balance. Okay. If you wanted to have into 100, that is also you can have it. So this one divided by that one. What is this one? Into 100, if you wanted to have, you can have it. So I have written some expression and previewed. See, now it is a very small thing. So the share on the total share is only this much. Okay. Now this is a little bit, you can see it is increased. So here it is quite good, but this is very low. And here you can see it is also very, very little that you can, see. These numbers also you can, they display different numbers. So that you can see by going this, go sigma values. I think we can simply go pointer cap, pointer properties. If you wanted to have any other scale, pointer to fill, what kind of a data you wanted to fill. For example, I would like to fill red color data. So simply you save and preview. Okay. You should be able to preview that. Okay. So this 35 also you should be able to change. Where is that located? Data, add data label, data group, something. You need to just add gauge somewhere. You have to say delete label. If you want to delete label, you can also add a label there. If you wanted to add a label, you can simply go there and write the same expression right here, and gauge panel. You have any so it is going to that expression only. I would like to write some expression to this value as well. Point properties, any things are available. So you can display the data like there. That is my point. So is there any value that I can write it? Gauge panel, add gauge, add indicator, add label you have. That is the label. So you can display these numbers as well. Label properties. It is 35. We can write some expression here. Okay. The same expression, let us copy it. So I would like to get the number as well. So what is the number I have written? Balance, the expression I've written balance divided by, go to data sets, sum of balance into 100. Something like this. I would like to display some data there. So simply save and preview. I wanted to display some values. These are very, very bigger numbers. I cannot see them. Let me increase this font. Okay. and the font level is quite good only, but you need to have bigger gauges to see these numbers. These are very bigger numbers. I cannot see those numbers there. Clear? So like that, whatever be the value that you wanted to show, you should be able to show them. And you can have different gauges like this. And you don't want to show like this. And let me directly go there and say, I would like to have change chart type. So that is what I'm going to be using it. So you have that add group, change gauge type, add gauge. So let me delete this. So you can also have different gauges. You can have it here. Let me delete this and insert, or you can drag and drop one more gauge there. Okay. I would like to have this time a thermometer, something like this. I would like to have. Okay. Now again, you have to go here, go to expression. The same thing you should be able to write. Go to balance divided by data set sum of balance into 100. I would like to display the data like this. Now you can have your preview. Okay. So this is the data. Depends upon its share value. It is going to be showing something like this. Okay. Depends upon the thing. You need to choose whatever you would like to have it. Let me say add the gauge panel. You can delete and insert a new gauge, whatever you would like to have it. Let me delete this and let me say I wanted to have an indicator. SSRS is not very good in visuals, I'm telling you. SSRS, you can create very simple charts and simple gauges. If you need very good gauges and visuals means SSRS can get lot of visuals from the Dandas reporting. Remember this. We were creating lot of reports from Dandas. Dandas visuals are very good visuals. Microsoft is recommending this. So Dandas is a reporting tool. Let me show you here. So Dandas data visualization controls. Okay, you can install these controls along with the SSRS. Clear? Now Dandas is one more reporting tool. They'll give you much more controls. Okay, so you cannot have the Dandas data visualization. I wanted to see the data like this, or I wanted to see there are varieties of charts are available in this. So Microsoft recommends that if you need more and more charts, you can also install Dandas, and we can create a lot of Dandas BI is also available. It is going to be working with SSRS. You can have very beautiful reports. You can have it with the help of a Dandas. Okay, so many companies are using SSRS with Dandas. You can have 2D, 3D, lot of things you can have. I would like to get the data like this. So it is impossible to create a chart like this in within SSRS. I would like to have a pie chart. On top of that, I have a bar chart. So I would like to have like this. So it is impossible to get it done in your ready-made SSRS. Clear? So a lot of Dandas visualization is available, lot of images that you can download, lot of controls that you can download and install, and you can use them. Dandas is also one more beautiful reporting tool like Power BI, Tableau. Many people were using Dandas reports earlier. Okay, so these reports are comes with 2D and 3D. 3D is controls also available. Now I wanted to go and drag and drop a indicator. Okay, if I go to indicator, so what is the indicator that I would like to have it? I would like to have this kind of an indicator. So click on OK. Now how you wanted to show the data here? I would like to show you show the data. If the sales is greater than something, and this must be in green, else this must be in red. So what I do, I take this balance and go directly and go here and drag and drop onto this indicator and save and preview. So automatically it is giving you a red, green, yellow. So you may wonder how it is able to decide it is in red color, it is in green color, it is in yellow color, something like this. Let me show you what it has done it. I have taken this balance and went here, and on the here I have dropped it. So if you don't want to drop like that, simply delete this first. Let me go delete this first and drag and drop a indicator. So let me go delete everything. Go drag and drop an indicator. Now you choose one indicator. Okay. Now you right click on this and you say indicator properties. When you go to indicator properties, so here nothing is there. Click on values and states. So what is the value I wanted to take? Sum of balance. Should I take percentage? I don't want to take percentage. I wanted to take a numeric value. And if the sales is, let me show you this green. If the sales is 1 to, let us say this much, let us say 100,000. Okay. So this is then red zone. Clear? So 100,002. So let me have this one 100,002. Say 1 million or 10 million, whatever you wanted to have. Okay. So this is in yellow 10 million to, right? You go to unlimited, say this one. I would like to choose different color. So choose in some green color. And if you need one more icon, you can also add, choose the color like this. So you can add a sum of colors and you should be able to add some ranges here. So this is how the gauges are going to work. Let me click on this. Now you go and you preview it. You should be able to see this. Okay, everything is in yellow, but nothing is there in green, and most of them in yellow and a few of them in red. So depends upon your value. You should be able to create an indicator. So wherever there is a yellow, that is a stagnated sales. That means it is neither improving or nor decreasing the sales. Okay, but red means what? Red means it is below the goal, the target. So in this BR5 and BR6, BR7, why the sales is not at all going up? So that is where people have to discuss. Okay. Now, if I don't do like this, if I simply remove this, remove everything, let me drag and drop indicator. Okay, I choose one indicator. Now I take the balance, I simply go there and there is an unspecified. So on top of this, I'll open. I'll just drag and drop unspecified. If I go and click on the preview, it is creating a formula on its own. It's creating a formula on its own, and we should be able to see different things there. Okay. So on what basis it's creating this formula? Let us see now. Let me go to design mode, right click on this and say indicator properties. When you go to values and states, now it is taking percentage of this amount. If it is 0 to 33% and show me in this color, 33% to 66% show me in yellow color, and 60% to 100% show me in green color, something like this, which is displaying. So it is automatic. When you drag and drop something automatically, which is able to create this kind of a report. So depends upon the target. So monthly, I need to achieve this target. So you give the value there and report will get created automatically like that. Okay. So whatever be the gauge that you would like to, create, that you should be able to create. For the spark line, you should have one is called, time data, the date data. One is called total sales, that you can have it and you can create once. I told you, right? So first minute the patient heartbeat is 80. The second minute the patient heartbeat is this much. Like that, if you want to show the data, you will have x-axis and y-axis. In x-axis, when you drag and drop something here, so it'll take one x-axis, y-axis, and x-axis, and you should be able to get the data. So what is the data you wanted to have? So number of heartbeats will come here. So this is sigma values, okay? So in the category means I told you this is a y-axis and this is x-axis. So here you can say minute or the time. That's it. So time, drag and drop something, and number of heartbeats you can have it here. It should be able to give you a chart line. So this is pretty much simple. So charts you can create on your own, and you should be able to deploy the reports now. So what you do, what we should do from tomorrow, how to create a reports now we know. It is not very complex. So what type of reports we have created, we had seen, right? Now, all the reports are available with the developer. Now, how a report can be deployed to the report server? How can we make these reports public, or how can we share the report to the end user via email or via mobile phones or via WhatsApp messages? So you can also get the report in your WhatsApp nowadays, right? So people are sending you, this is the investment report. So a insurance company can send you end of the month in a WhatsApp, right? So for each and everything can be created as a PDF file, or it can be created as an image, and the image can be sent to you in your WhatsApp. So WhatsApp, you'll get images, right? So they'll create one image. So when you go here, you should be able to get one image file as well. So what is the image file here? When you go to preview, and when you go here, there is a TIFF. TIFF means image. It is a JPEG file, image file only. So this file you can download, create a nice dashboard, and create this and send it through WhatsApp messages to all your customers. Clear? So everything can be done, but after deploying these reports to the server. So tomorrow what we do, we should be able to deploy all these reports, whatever we have created so far, all the reports we will be able to deploy, and from there we will be applying security, will be scheduling the reports to the end users. We will also be deploying the reports to the websites of the company. Lot of things we can do it from tomorrow. So whatever be the things that we discussed so far is for the developers point of view. So how to create a report, how to create a gauge control, how to create a visual, a small chart report, how to have a table, how to have a row groups. So all of them a developer's point of view you need to know. But from tomorrow, the sessions are not from the not for the developers. It is for the DBAs, database administrators. So even though you are not a DBA, but why you should learn this? Because in many companies, developers only supporting DBA team. So DBA team, may not be knowing how to deploy them, how to configure them. If there is senior DBAs, they will be able to do that. Otherwise, they will ask you to do the report deployment, reports our configuration, everything you should do. Or if it is a small company, you are the developer, you are the DBA, you should know how to configure reporting server. That is one more machine you need to have it in your premises, and in that machine you need to configure reporting server so that you can deploy all the reports. Once you deploy all the reports, and the server URL you need to give it to all the customers, so that they can go and download their reports, they can see the reports online. Clear? So we have to buy one more hardware, install SSRS in that machine, and prepare a reporting server tomorrow. And all the developers, for example, I'm creating a lot of reports from India. You may be creating a lot of reports from Dubai, and one more developer is sitting in USA. He is creating a lot of reports from USA. So all of them are working for Amazon. So, but developers are not in the single place, they're available in different place. So how do you deploy, how do you centralize your reports? So my reports are available in my laptop, your reports are available in your laptop or in your company's laptop. Your company is located in Dubai and Singapore, Malaysia, and China, something like this, right? So how do we centralize all the reports? Because all of us working for a single company, Amazon.com. So Amazon company should have a reporting server. Your reports and my reports should be integrated or centralized there. So tomorrow we'll see how to, configure a reporting server and how to deploy your reports, my reports, everybody's reports to the same server. And how can we make the server online so that everybody can come to that server and they should be able to either download their reports, based on their user ID and password. Else they can also ask them for the schedule. Schedule means I need the report only on Sunday at morning 6 o'clock. It should be delivered via WhatsApp message, or I need a report in my email every month end. So last day of the month, I should be able to get the report in the PDF format in my email. My email is bhaskarjogi@gmail.com. Something like this. That you can have different, delivery methods are available. Either you can customize the delivery method with the help of WhatsApp, or you can also use existing delivery methods. What is existing? Email delivery is, SSRS is supporting directly, and WhatsApp messages, it is not going to be supporting directly. You have to ask the Android developer or any developer. They need to create a customized application to deliver these reports via WhatsApp messages. Android or iOS developers have to sit together with you. They will be taking your report and they will be scheduling it. Clear? So that is what is called customization, customized delivery. So creating a report, that is what is called authoring the report. The next one is called managing the report, provide user ID and password and something like that. And delivery of the reports. There are three phases in the reports that we have to know. So till today, we are only discussing on how to create a report. So we are completely developers. From tomorrow, we are going to be playing a DBA role, database administrator role. So, configuring the servers, scheduling the reports, giving permission to the users, all of them, we have to do it as a DBA. Clear? So that's what we'll be discussing from tomorrow. Thank you guys. Any questions?
Good morning, sir. Mukta here.
This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so how can we show date ranges in our reports? Now, let me go and I would like to see the data between two dates. Okay, so this is the data I'm having it, and I wanted to know where data of opening between some date to some date. Okay, so data of opening between we can write. Okay, between. So you can give one is called start date. Okay, this is one parameter, and you can have one more parameter as end date. Clear? So like that, you can have two parameters can be created. One is called start date and end date. So this is what I wanted to use. For example, I would like to give between, let me give between 2020 slash Jan 1st on to, so 2020 till today. What is today? It is May 2017. Okay, I would like to get the data between these two things. So you can supply like this, and if you have some data, you should be able to get it is 2020 data. For example, I wanted to get 2019 date and to 2019 first 6 months sales. I wanted to have it. So you should be able to execute like this. So I think 31st will not be there. It is 30. Okay. Now I have only one customer between these two dates. So you need to create a report like this. So whatever you wanted to have, account ID, name, C balance, and the date of opening. So this is the one I wanted to have it, nothing else. So you should be able to create a data set like this. Am I clear? Now I wanted to supply the data. This is start range. This is the end range. Now copy this and go here and go to design and create a new report. Now say Indian Bank. Okay. So let me say calendar report, something like this. So I wanted to see customers report based on the date. Let me go to the report and data source and data set. So this is iBank. Now choose this data set. Data source I have created. Let me create a data set. I am not changing the name. Control C. It will create two parameters. One is called start date and end date. You should know how to use between. Between is greater than or equals to, less than or equals to, which includes the lower limit and upper limit as well. Clear? So start date and end date is inclusive and in between values also. Clear? So now I'm going to be creating this and you can see two parameters gets created. Now right click on this, go to table. Now we can say account ID, account name, account balance. Now account this one. We can give something like this. Okay. Now you have to pass the date range, whatever you would like to have it. Okay. So I can increase this. Save and preview. It is going to be giving you start date and end date. Let me write 2020/1 comma 1. I can have 2020/27. So click on the view report. Clear? I should be able to get the report like this. If you want, if you don't want to display the time and everything in the AM, PM, something like this, you can have the AM, PM can be shortened. Right click on this, go to text box properties. Let me go to number and I would like to show the date, not the full date like this. I would like to show a date like this. Okay. So shortened date. So save and preview. You should be able to give whatever you wanted to give. 2020 YYY/MM/DD. This is the format. You cannot give any other format. 2020, say April, say 22. Like that, I can give you two dates. So it is, complete data from January to this much data. You can have like this. But I would like to have a calendar. Instead of giving like this, I can give the calendar as well here. So to give the calendar, you can go to a report or data, double click on start date. Data type is by default text, and this is completely a date and time value. Okay, data type. Now I wanted to go to the end date and go to the data type and choose date and time value. This is data type and click on OK. Now simply save and preview. Now you will be able to get a calendar like this. Clear? You can choose, you can just go back. It is pretty much easy. Choose this and you can go back. You can have today's date like this and get the date. Okay. So it is very good question. What is the start date? What is the end date range that you wanted to give? And depends upon that you can supply a lot of other things as well. And you can say branch ID is equivalent to branch BR1. So like that, or branch ID. So you can have different parameters can be combined together. You can have a lot of parameters here. So start date, end date, branch, country, location, time, this one, that one, category, product. So people may ask you one more important question. How can we get the calendar in the report? So this is the calendar, right? So how did we achieve? Only we have done, you go to the parameter and change data type. It was earlier text. If you have the text as a data type, you don't get the calendar. You can see the calendar is gone. The calendar is available here. If you wanted to get the calendar in SSRS, what you do? You go to the parameter and the data type, you should change it to date and time. Am I clear? So like that, you should be able to get. Or if you need, the data of opening greater than this, lesser than this, lot of things you can do it. Yeah.
So can we have any hint this type the date should be, or this kind of value should be entered into the parameter? Can we give any hint somewhere?
No, hint means you can have a text box, something like this. You can give an hint. Okay, a text message you can provide there. You can give, or note values you can have. You can have text box, right? You can go to that. If you have a tooltip that you can give it, but tooltips are available or not, I'm not sure about it. But tooltips are available in your Power BI. Clear? So if you go to parameter properties, if is there any tooltip, if it is available, that you can give. Okay. So tooltips are available in Power BI. So here we don't have much more options like that. You can write your own code if you wanted to have a tooltip or something like that. Clear? Or you can create one text box here and you can tell them that I would like to display some data like this in your report itself. You can write somewhere here a note. Okay, so tooltip, instead of a tooltip you can give, or you can write your customized code. So the code can be written, and here we have tools and see some code you can write it here. So somewhere we have tools to write the code. The customized code can be written. So using a .NET Java, those kind of things you can embed it. So that is possible. Okay, yeah. Anything else? But these are available. The tooltips are, everything is available in your Power BI very, very easily. When you mouse over it, you should be able to get like that. Yeah.
Sir,
Yeah, tell me.
so this is Manoj.
Yeah, tell me.
So yesterday I told you that I'm not getting year number and sales in drill down effects.